Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Smarty Bob out here in Pittsburgh, Indiana. We're at 70 degrees. It's overcast. We've had a few rain showers here and there. It's 6 o'clock in the evening, and I'm smoking a oak bog or bog oak, better known as a mortar pipe. There are some advantages of mortar pipes, guys. And in it, I'm smoking some Carter Hall. Gotta be my favorite blend. And this evening, I'm having some tomato juice. Some may call it a Bloody Mary, but there's not very much bloody in there. Well, I did take notes, and I want to read from my notes tonight, this evening. First of all, I want to thank all my new subscribers. I've had quite a few in the last few weeks, and I appreciate it. Welcome new subscribers, and I hope I bring something to your pipe and tobacco experience. And lurkers. And I want to thank all those watching. In the last 3 weeks, I've gotten 3 or 4 texts from lurkers, non-subscribers of various ages, some under 21, or one under 21, and they all got to have the same question: why do you smoke a pipe? What does it do for you? What good is it? Well, I thought I'd share a little bit with those people and try to answer their questions. And for those who care to comment, I'm going to pose that same question to you. Why do you smoke a pipe? Well, why should you smoke a pipe or not smoke a pipe? Cigarettes, cigars, pipe tobacco, chew, snuff, and vape is all a way that our bodies could intake nicotine. I'm not going to get into all the other chemicals that they put in cigarettes, etc. So it's not this subject. Let's just talk about the nicotine. I want to tell you about the benefits of nicotine. Nicotine produces dopamine. Nicotine enhances cognition and improves memory, visual attention. Nicotine helps burn fat. Nicotine helps ADHD and OCD. And if you understand the reasons for ADHD and OCD, you understand why nicotine would help that. Nicotine improves reaction time. Some athletes claim that nicotine improves their performance. And all pipe smokers know that nicotine improves relaxation. Sometimes you just want to get out and have a pipe and relax. Studies have shown that nicotine has some positive benefits and improves schizophrenia, Parkinson's disease, and it may help or slow Alzheimer's. The Alzheimer's studies is going on, and they're doing it right now. They're doing everything they possibly can, but there's a positive effect they say that nicotine has on it. Nicotine produces dopamine. What does dopamine do? Dopamine acts on the brain area that gives you the feelings of pleasure, satisfaction, and motivation. There are some employers in some countries that they give their employees nicotine. It helps them work longer, harder, more concentration. So there's all kinds of benefits of nicotine. Some of these facts and figures I've got off an article, and I'll attach the article here to it. The name of the article is The 9 Benefits of Nicotine That May Surprise You. This is not an old article, it's an article produced May 14th, 2023, which is about a year ago. Now, is nicotine and smoking all a bed of roses? No, there's some disadvantages. Let's talk about a few. Well, I sure smoke like a train when I'm trying to keep my pipe going and make a video. I'm also waiting for this nicotine to improve my memory. Now, some of the negative things that one would want to think about before they engaged in nicotine, and or what kind of nicotine. First of all, the cost. I'd say cigarettes is probably one of the most expensive right now. Cigars is definitely expensive. You get down into tobacco and some of the other forms of nicotine, and they're less expensive. Besides the cost, smoking can be nowadays socially unacceptable. How many of your wives don't like it? How many people don't even like the smell of smoke? And or ashes if you have an ashtray around somewhere. And of course, nicotine helps burn fat, and nicotine helps control your appetite, and people that consume a lot of nicotine don't want to eat as much. That's why, if you're pregnant, they say no smoking. That baby needs all the nutrition and growth that it can get from that woman's body. So there are some disadvantages of smoking a pipe or consuming nicotine. I wish the tobacco industry would have a way of measuring, and some of it does, the amount of nicotine that's in pipe tobacco. In particular, the amount of nicotine that's in Carter Hall, the amount of nicotine that's in Prince Albert, the amount of nicotine that's in any of your blends. You know, there ought to be a way to have that on there. To me, that's almost important as a lot of other information that's on there. Now, I do vape. Vape is a form of nicotine. When you vape and you order e-liquid, it tells you the nicotine that you get on it. You can order 0 nicotine, or 1, or 2, or 3. If you order 6, that's really high nicotine. You're really getting up there, going to get a buzz. But when I vape, I do 2 or 3. So I do wish the tobacco industry itself would have a way to measure that. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I hope that suffices a little bit for the lurkers that have had questions and whether to make the decision to smoke or not. Of course, the purchase of tobacco and tobacco products, anything with tobacco in it, you got to be over 21. Smarty Bob's never going to tell somebody to do something that he did. I smoked my first pipe when I was 18. I hope that helps you out. By the way, I think that's the reason why I like Codger blends. Not Codger blends, but Codger tobacco. I think it's more of a pure form. There's probably less nicotine in it than when they start adding the flavors. I think the flavors spike up the nicotine a little bit. They also may be why some people get tongue bite. They do smoke hotter. You see me freight training this Carter Hall. I'm in this pipe. This is a 9mm filter in here. And I can puff on this all night long and I'll never get a tongue bite. I haven't had tongue bite in a long time. Well, don't have much more to say to that. Everything I've said is just kind of my opinion. Some of it what I've read. And of course you read, and then that a lot of people read that ferments their opinions or solidifies their opinions. See how nicotine makes you wordy? Well, long enough video, probably too long. I like to keep mine 10 minutes or so. For those pipe smokers that stuck with me, and I mentioned it earlier, why do you smoke a pipe? My father used to smoke cigarettes. He'd come home, eat dinner, watch evening news, and go out and sit on the front porch and have a cold one and smoke a cigarette or two. It relaxed him. Well, yesterday was just a memory. Boy, wasn't it a great day. Tomorrow's just a promise. I'm going to have another great day tomorrow. Got lots of things to do around here. I got a Indiana Pipe Club meeting coming up on Saturday. I'm going to go see all the great pipe smokers there. So today you go out, pick up your pipe, enjoy a good tobacco, good cigar, and now, no!